We stopped off at Del Mar, checked it out this morning. It was kind of junky. All my friends were basically bailing out, so nobody went out. And we went up to Cardiff, and this is what we saw. Wanted to check out a couple of things, use it for a practice date with our drones, actually Larry and myself. But there were a couple of good waves. Matter of fact, one of them was really good, and unfortunately I missed it. I'll show you the kid that got it. But there was a couple of guys out there on stand-ups that did really good. The wave just petered out. There's the guy that was parked right beside me, and I didn't get his name, unfortunately. But hopefully he sees himself on this video. The guy in the red trunks, he gets a lot of waves today. Is that the kid? Yeah, that's the kid that got the really good ride. The one that missed that wave. He did really great on it. I missed it, unfortunately. You can get an idea as I'm videoing these waves what it looked like. The peaks right there, but they're just right there. Good wave, nobody on it. Shoulder very soft. That's the next break down, a little bit further down. See, that looks like a good wave, doesn't it? This guy really paddles well. Gets a lot of waves. Very nice. For how good it was, this guy got a nice little ride. Really wasn't that good. But I've got some great videos at the end of this these segments. And this guy right here, stand-up paddler, walking this board, he did really nice. I thought he got some pretty good waves. Again, for how good it was, he got some good rides. Just had to be in the right spot. Nice. This is how it looked last Friday. I just wanted to throw one video segment in here from last Friday. You can see the difference between a week ago and today. Okay, back to reality. Sun's out today. There's the sand. I'm taking off from the picnic table and gonna go check it out again. Come on. You get a better idea, gain a little altitude, and so you can see how the waves are. It's not clean lines. It's kind of crossed up. What it reminds me of is after a storm, for a couple of days. It's, I'll just say, irregular, the way the waves come in. I think the stand-up surfers got many more waves than the other guys. This guy gets a pretty long ride. Pretty much these guys ruled the roost here, stand-up paddlers. My bad on that. I swiveled around when I shouldn't have. Larry is flying his Mavic Pro, and he flew down to Seaside. This is south of where we normally surf. We're farther up about I don't know, half mile, 3/4 of a mile. And there's another surf spot there, and you have all these little breaks in between. Then he got up to a certain point, and he pivoted to the right, or yawed to the right. And then he flew sideways along the coast so you could see what's going on. And there's the construction. And we're going to get to the restaurants. I looked at the name of the restaurants because it's been such a long time since I've eaten at any of those places. The Chart House, ate there probably 20 years ago. I don't know how long it's been. And there's the Pacific Coast Grill on the far end on the left. And I think in between is the Belly Up Tavern or Belly Up Restaurant. I'm not sure. Never been there. And then you have the parking lot that we're in, and we are, well, let's see if you can see us to the right of the screen. We're on a picnic table. That's where we launched from. This is just north of where we were, and this is the river mouth. And Larry did some scenic videos. This is where he and his family used to stay at this park right here. And he's going to zoom in so you can see the campground and parking places. And he used to park right down here at the end because he could walk out on that little point that we just lost on the left side of the screen. And he could video his kids from the point there, or that high point. And they go out and surf and have a good time. And now this is the same place. There's the left of the screen where he would stand and video straight out. He's going to fly north up toward Swami's, and I wanted to let you know what's going on here. There's there's a number of breaks along here. Pipes is halfway between Cardiff and Swami's, and we're going to be flying by there in just a few minutes. But Larry's videoing the campground still. There are steps, as you can see, to get down to the beach. It's really a nice place if you enjoy the ocean. Looks like there's room for at least a couple of hundred campers, units, vehicles, more steps. And he's going to swivel around here in a minute and you'll see Swami's. Swami's is interesting. It's a point break, and you have to walk down all these steps, and you know what that means. When you walk down the steps, you have to walk back up carrying your surfboard. That's the point out there. It's called Swami's. Pipes is right down here below. And Swami's, why is it called Swami's? Because there's a place right there that's called, it's a self-realization, it's a religious temple. I'm going to have mentioned its Hindu leanings as far as what they believe, self-realization, you get the drift. And that's why it's called Swami's. There you go. And he's going to pan to the left, well, pan to the right first and then to the left. Probably looking at the steps, how you get down. Yeah, there you go. There's the steps. When they get an elevator there, I'll be going down, up and down. And then he's going to pan to the left and you see the brake. I'm going to go video there sometime and check it out. He's flying approximately 100 or so feet above the cliff. Now, what I did in this segment, I did at the very last thing. I went up to 400 feet, which is the maximum FAA allows you to fly legally, and did a pan as I did last Friday, but there isn't as much haze. It's much clearer. You can see we're looking south. That's Pacific Highway there, and you can see the train tracks running parallel, and the marshland, which ebbs and flows with the tides. And of course all the houses, and that freeway that you see there with a zillion cars, that is Interstate 5. Now, your job is to count every one of these houses, okay, as I'm panning. It's going to take a while because there's 5,321 houses. I'm guessing, of course. Lots of them. They're packed in. Everybody wants a view, don't you? I would love one of the ocean. And that's the Oh, that's I guess I stopped to look at the campground where Larry and his family used to camp. Also, I know I swivel around, and the last thing you see is Swami's. There it is, the point. That's at 400 feet elevation. Actually 398, I think it stops at 398 feet. And that's it for this time, and I hope you have a great day. See you next time.